transfers, flops, what has worked out?
At this moment, I think it will be unfair to start looking at
We've
flops.
seen friendlies.
No, it will be unfair to start looking at flops. Why am I saying so? It's way too early. Friendlies at times don't really give a true reflection of what is expected moving into the season. But what I saw yesterday, if you ask me, I think Zolis, for me, came out very strong. 2 assists. This is a player that I think I've been monitoring at Club Rouge. 40 assists, he got 17, and then I think 34 goals. He did so well, but I normally am very reluctant to talk about transfers before a player plays about 5 or 10 matches, so that you can be fair to this player. Getting acclimatized to a football club is not easy. The culture shock might also be there, the acclimatization in terms of weather and all that. So I'm reluctant to start judging players. After 10 matches, you have no excuse, because 10 matches is about 3 or so months. You ought to have, as a professional, you ought to have adjusted and started for the team to start seeing your good performance. But with 1 or 2 friendlies or the match yesterday, I think we'll be harsh on these players.
Yeah. That being said, I'm not reluctant to judge players after 3 matches.
No, because they performed well yesterday.
I mean, yeah.
So he'll be smiling.
Granted, I mean,
All right.
yeah, Bruno, I mean, he didn't do much yesterday. Even,
Thank you.
Yeah, but he was not bad. Also, how he performed against, was it a Como? Nothing really to write home about. Unlike Zolis. Zolis has been performing quite well. I think he has played at 3 matches before yesterday's Community Shield match. Piero Nkapie, so Zolis is going to be there. I think even that assist record that you guys were talking about, he might be coming for that. But time will tell on that one. But Zolis knows how to produce. He had 29 assists in all competitions last season and 21 goals. So 50 goals created. So he's quite a creator. He knows how to create. Piero Nkapie, yes, could have maybe signed him permanently, but he was there the whole season last season. So that one is just fine. Melia, we have not seen much of him. He's going to be a backup goalkeeper. Yeah, that's just what it is. For Manchester City, Elliot Anderson, not really convincing at all, to be honest. £416 million, maybe expected more. Yuri Telemans for Manchester United. Which game? There's a game he had quite a good performance.
He did well.
He did quite well. I don't know much about Santos. I've not seen anything to write home about him yet. But Yuri, again, is a guy who's, he was in this league before. So he's just acclimatizing. He has played internationally way too many times. I mean, he was the captain for Belgium. So he has hit the ground running for Manchester United. But I still feel Manchester United, I don't think they are ready for the new season. I feel like they are short of depth. They have not added anything this season. The guys they have bought are just replacements. If you take out Ugarte, you put in Santos. You take out Casemiro, you put in Yuri. So who has been added? And don't forget, this time round, they're not playing just 1 match in 2 weeks. There's a Champions League happening. So I feel like, I know the window is not done, but I feel like Manchester United, maybe they need to add some more bodies.
Now, what do you take? What do you feel when a team plays 1 match in 2 weeks? What is your observation?
1 match in 2 weeks, they have a lot of time to rest. Maybe not much gelling happening, but they are doing a lot of training. So
I look at it from the flip side. I think when you play 1 match in 2 weeks, it's a disadvantage for you as a club.
Yeah, compared to the rest.
Because, yes, compared to the rest. But most of Arsenal fans and Manchester United criticizers feel that last season United was playing a few matches. When you play few matches, yes, the fatigue is not as much as when you play many matches. But in terms of that cohesion, in terms of football, it breaks it breaks that flow that you've already picked. And I remember some time back when Arsenal former coach Arsene Wenger used to even be discouraging FIFA from having the FIFA week. Because once you've picked your groove as a team, then you have about 10 or so days of a lull. It breaks that monotony, the system that you already picked. So when you bring that as an argument for United, then it can work either way. It can work, but in the positive way and of course the negative way.
I feel this could be negative because you can't use the same squad you used to play 40 matches. because that's what Manchester United played last season. 38 in the league in the 2 cup matches. You can't use the same squad, same number of people to play 40 compared to now where I think the minimum you play this time around is 48.
Can it work as an advantage?
I don't know what about injuries if they happen. You don't have enough depth. I feel like for me you don't have enough.
No, can it
depth.
work as an advantage in the sense that
if you stay injury free?
Yes, in the sense that you have your freshness within that 2 weeks, and you play against a team that perhaps has played 3 or 4 matches within the same period. Well, when you look at it, it's a very dicey kind of conversation. But when it comes from an Arsenal fan,
you understand?
I do understand.
No, there's no understanding here. There's no understanding.
No, I understand.
No. You can't tell me that because you played less matches last season and now you'll play more matches, then you're okay. Are you trying to say you are ready for the season? Because that's the question here.
You know, when you started that conversation, and that conversation was there last season, when everybody else who is not a United fan was trying to mock United.
You're playing less matches?
Yes, you are playing less matches. And that's why I've said it works both ways.
So if you play more matches with the same squad, is that an
you burn out. You will burn out.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys don't have the depth. So
well,
does that make
you've really focused on Manchester United.
Yes, let's wait for
forgetting we also have other teams. Now let's talk about Manchester City also. Bernardo Silva, Alienda.
Yeah.
Stones there. We're having Rodri. What next for Manchester City?
Personally, I feel that the coach, if you ask me, with a good coach, with the kind of team that he has, you can still get results. I didn't like what Maresca did last night, and I hope that he's going to change the way he's going to handle the team. For example, why did we have Diaz and we had Gueye on bench? And in fact, when he came in, you could see some stability in that defense. You could see some control. You could see some leadership in Gueye. So it's a very thin line, if you ask me. Success and failure for a team of status of Man City, the line is very thin. You make 1 or 2 mistakes, you're cooked.
Very much.
Arocho, we have some, I think, 8 minutes with you before we take a commercial break to release you. Let's move on from football. Let's go to rugby. The Kabeberi Sevens that happened on Saturday and on Sunday, and the memorial of George Mwangi. All right, now KCB are the winners. Let's talk about that tournament. It was so good this time round, you know. Yeah. Remembering that it's one of the legs here in 2026.